What's up, party people? Today's video is all about how and when and how often you should switch up your workouts. My name is Josiah Novak, owner of thetruetransformation.com, author of Diet Suck, check it out on Amazon, and host of the True Transformation podcast. Let's jump into today's video. How, when, and how often should you switch up your workouts? Working out for some people can be boring, right? You go in the gym, you are at home or wherever you train, and you do the same things over and over and over again. And eventually you get to the point where like, this is really boring. I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I doing the same thing all the time? So how often should you switch things up? Sure, there's a lot of people out there that are gonna tell you should switch things up almost every day. Like you should never do the same workout, confuse your body. That's total crap. Like, that's not true. What you want to do is you want your body to adapt to a certain stimulus. Basically, look at it like this. I want you to get stronger. We want to get stronger when we implement any kind of workouts into our day-to-day. We're trying to get stronger with our muscles. We're trying to get stronger cardiovascular. We're trying to get stronger mentally. We're trying to get smarter with how we train. We're trying to get educated. We're trying to move better. And if we're constantly changing things up, it's going to be hard to adapt. It's going to be hard to actually get better at those things. So there's something to be said for having some consistency in your workouts for chunks of time. Doesn't mean you can't change up small little things to keep things interesting. Doesn't mean you can't throw in different types of like conditioning or cardio workouts just to keep things fun. But at the end of the day, if you're looking to progress and get better or stronger or faster or leaner, you should have some consistency for chunks of time. Now, normally what I tell people who come to me, hire me to help coach them, we typically change things up every 3 to 6 weeks. For some people, they really enjoy consistency. They don't want to change things up all the time. Others need to change things up more frequently. Then there's some who are kind of in the middle, who are like, yeah, I can do the same thing for a few weeks and then switch it up. Those people are great, and then people who need to change things up all the time are great too. People who don't want to change things up are great too. There's no right or wrong here as far as your preference goes. So what we need to do is take your preference and what you enjoy and apply that scientifically to a program that makes sense, all right? That allows you to get to your goal as fast and also as fun as possible without putting you in a situation where you're wasting time or doing things that aren't gonna be effective for your goals. Like I said, every 3 to 6 weeks. Now, when you change your workouts up, it doesn't necessarily mean you need to revamp your entire workout. It might be something as simple as changing the reps that you're aiming for, changing a couple orders of exercises or variations of exercises. Sometimes it's as simple as changing the rest time between sets, or maybe incorporating some supersets, or incorporating more circuit training. It depends on where you are. What I always say is this: if you've been following a certain way of working out for longer than a month, that's a good time to change. And you should do the opposite of what you were doing. So let's say you were training for strength for 6 weeks, and you're like, it's getting kind of stale. And you're in that lower rep range, you're training everything 4 to 6 reps. I would immediately go to something like 10 to 15 reps, or even 12 to 18 to 20 reps, just to give your body a completely different stimulus for another 3 to 4 weeks, because that is going to lead to better progress, better gains in the gym, versus you just maybe switching up an exercise. There's nothing wrong with changing exercises along with changing reps, but if you've been doing roughly the same thing for, like I said, an extended period of time, start doing the opposite. Try the opposite for a change and see where that gets you. It also depends on your goals. If you're training for a specific event, you might not change the exercises you're doing or the activity you're doing for a good chunk of time, because maybe you're training for a triathlon, so you're running, swimming, and biking all the time. You don't need to go out and like paddle boat or like do some rollerblading or whatever. I mean, you could, but it's not gonna really be applicable to the event you're training for. If you're just training to look good naked, incorporate a ton of variety, but do so in a way that makes sense. So structure your workouts to change up every 3 to 6 weeks, and you're gonna see tremendous gains. You're also gonna see more progress during the time that you're actually following the workouts. And that's my recommendation for how often, when, and whatever usually comes to changing up your workouts and making sure things stay interesting. Hopefully this video helped. If it did, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you want more specifics, I have 2 free books in the comments section or in the description of the video. Be sure to check those out. A book on my top 10 weight loss secrets, and then a book on how to eat wherever you are, social settings, restaurants, alcohol, barbecues, all that good stuff. They're absolutely free, so check them out. And if you don't do anything and you just want to watch the videos, that's amazing. So thank you so much for doing that, and I look forward to talking with you on the next video. Talk to you soon. Peace.